is a full-blown, multi-million-dollar gambling operation tied directly to the franchise. And now, the FBI is officially involved.
The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing.
But what investigators discovered inside the team's own facility changes everything. The shocking FBI takedown.
Oh, this is a big deal.
The shocking FBI takedown.
Let's turn now to a major shakeup in the world of sports. So earlier today, the FBI announced charges against Portland Trail Blazers coach Chauncey Billups and Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier in connection to separate but related gambling charges. Also charged today, former Cleveland Cavalier guard Damon Jones.
On that fateful Thursday morning, FBI agents executed a coordinated operation across 11 states, arresting 34 individuals in what federal authorities are calling one of the most sophisticated illegal gambling schemes in American sports history. Among those arrested were some names that will absolutely stun you. Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups, Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, and former NBA player and assistant coach Damon Jones. But here's where this story takes a turn that nobody saw coming. This wasn't just about insider betting or sharing information with friends. This investigation uncovered a complex web involving four major New York crime families: the Bonanno, Gambino, Lucchese, and Genovese families. Yes, you heard that right. The actual mafia was involved in manipulating NBA games and running rigged poker operations that defrauded victims of millions upon millions of dollars.
We heard from FBI Director Kash Patel during a news conference about this investigation. Here's what he was able to tell us.
This is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years.
FBI Director Kash Patel himself held a press conference in New York City, describing this as a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. When the director of the FBI shows up personally to announce arrests, you know this is serious business. This isn't some local police matter. This is federal crime at the highest level. The investigation revealed two interconnected but distinct criminal operations. First, there was a mafia-backed rigged poker operation that used cutting-edge technology to cheat wealthy victims out of at least $7 million since 2019. We're talking about X-ray poker tables, rigged shuffling machines, marked cards that could only be seen with special contact lenses, and electronic chip trays that tracked every bet in real time. This wasn't your grandfather's card game. This was Ocean's 11 meets The Godfather, except it was real life. Second, there was an insider sports betting conspiracy that manipulated at least 7 NBA games between March 2023 and March 2024, generating hundreds of thousands of dollars through prop bets based on non-public information. Players and coaches were allegedly sharing details about injuries, planned rest days, and early exits, information that allowed gamblers to place bets with essentially guaranteed wins. At approximately 6 a.m. Pacific time on that Thursday morning, FBI agents arrived at Chauncey Billups' Portland area home. Billups, who had been coaching an NBA game just hours earlier, was taken into custody. Can you imagine? One moment you're on the sidelines coaching professional basketball players, and the next moment federal agents are at your door with handcuffs. Meanwhile, across the country in Orlando, Florida, Terry Rozier was arrested at his hotel room where the Miami Heat had stayed after playing a game the previous night. Picture this. You're a professional athlete.
Yeah, that's what they do. You can be in different states, but they'll do it at the same time. They'll hit you at the same time. All the suspects, so you can't tip the other person off. Yeah.
You wake up in your hotel room thinking about practice and film sessions, and instead, the FBI is reading you your rights. Now let's talk about who Chauncey Billups is, because this isn't just any coach. Billups is a 5-time NBA All-Star, the 2004 NBA Finals MVP, and was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2024. This is Mr. Big Shot we're talking about, an iconic figure who led the Detroit Pistons to a championship. He earned the nickname for his clutch performances and pressure situations, and now he's facing federal charges that could send him to prison for up to 40 years. Terry Rozier, on the other hand, has earned over $160 million during his NBA career and was playing on a $26.6 million contract with the Miami Heat. He's known as Scary Terry for his explosive scoring ability. The question everyone's asking, why would someone making that kind of money risk everything for illegal gambling profits?
The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra, to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchese crime families.
The involvement of organized crime families adds a layer of danger and complexity that goes far beyond typical sports betting scandals. These four mafia families didn't just passively benefit, they actively organized, enforced, and profited from these schemes. They provided arms armed security for illegal poker games, used violence and threats to collect debts, and took 20-30% cuts of all profits as their VIG or protection fee. When victims refused to pay gambling debts, sometimes exceeding $300,000, they faced pistol whippings, arson attacks on their property, and threats of kneecapping. This wasn't a friendly card game that got out of hand. This was organized crime operating at the highest levels, using NBA personalities as bait to lure in wealthy victims. The NBA's response was swift and decisive. Within hours of the arrest, the league placed both Billups and Rozier on indefinite paid leave, stating, "We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and the integrity of our game remains our top."
Yeah, he's done. Adam Silver, he's done. He's done. Too much stuff has gone on with his under his watch and his leadership. NBA players don't take the game seriously anymore. We can't watch NBA games anymore. You don't know where to find them. And he literally said out of his own mouth that, yeah, we're more of a highlights reel. What? He literally said that. So in other words, yeah, people he's basically conceded that people are just not watching the game anymore. Like the NBA seasons opened up like maybe what, about a week ago, and I literally have no interest whatsoever in one player. One. There's not one player I want to watch play the game. The only player that I could say that, okay, yes, he may, I could tune in to watch him would be Wemby. That boy right there. Whew, he be cheating though. He's 7'5", though. I mean, but there was this one, the first game he was playing against Dallas, he blocks a shot. He brings the floor. This is a 7'5" guy. Brings the ball off the court and dribbles like Kyrie, shoots a three in the face of a defender and one, hits the free throw. I was like, yep, it's over. That's the best player in the NBA, period. It's over. Both offensively and defensively, he is the best player probably in the last at least 10 years. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, his impact on the defensive end is second to none, honestly. But back to the topic on hand. This guy right here, he's weak. They would never do this stuff like at this rate under David Stern. They just wouldn't. You wouldn't dare. But this guy is a players commissioner. You cannot have that. According to reports, you think this is just the beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, this is just the beginning. People, when you have gambling uh, this scale at this scale, such as the mafia, people are going to start talking. Oh, yeah, people are going to start talking. 'Cause I don't know if you guys heard it, but Chauncey Billups is facing 40 years in prison. 40 years. He's going to talk. Even Gilbert Arenas, he said it himself. Oh, he's snitching. We know he going to snitch. He's snitching. Oh, people going to talk. Because now that they have them in their custody, and now that they have leverage over them, now the FBI is now gonna take their sweet ass time and dig for way more information. Who was involved? How far back has this thing been going on? The amounts of money you paid. I mean, this is gonna have some far-reaching consequences. And Adam Silver, apparently, he has to go before Congress. This is bad, man. This is so bad. This is really really bad. And this is what happens when you have a weak commissioner. This is what happens. What I don't understand from the players and Chauncey Billups, I'm so disappointed in Chauncey Billups because I always looked at him as a stand-up guy. How much is Chauncey Billups making per year? Let's see. How much does Chauncey Billups earn every year? What is Chauncey Billups' salary with Portland? The salary for the period 24 was widely reported to be around. So he's making about $5 million, including a pay raise, but specifics is not known. Okay, so he got a deal. So he's probably making between 6 and 10 million. What is Terry Rozier's salary?
Check out these
Bruh.
pictures.
Terry Rozier is making $25 million a year. And now he's going to face a lifetime ban. He's going to lose his salary for the rest of the year. And he's facing possible jail time. You're making $25 million. Bruh, why? I don't understand why. And the amount of money that these motherfuckers are making off the gambling is probably like $50,000 to $100,000. Bruh, just on interest alone, he could have put this shit in on. He could have made like five. He could have made 5% on T bonds, between 4 or 5%. So he making like what, $1.2 million just on interest alone. Hell, some banks will pay you 4%. Some CDs will pay you 4%. I don't get it. Why would you risk $25 million just to make $500,000? Make the math make sense. I don't get it. What happens is, and apparently it looks like this guy Terry Rozier has been thrown a lot of games, fake injuries and so on and so forth. That means he's probably in debt to the mafia. So he had to do these things. And I can understand why that other guy, Damon Jones, did it. He's a really close friend of LeBron James. Uh, LeBron James better swear that stuff never comes out on him. You can tell he needed the money. I understand why he would do it because he needs the money. LeBron James would give him that kind of information. I'm not playing tonight. He would. He absolutely would. But this guy right here is in a lot of trouble. He's in a lot of trouble. This is going to have some far-reaching consequences. Far-reaching consequences. Far-reaching consequences. Because now the scope of this thing, we need to. The FBI and Congress, they're going to want to know. Okay, how long has this been going on, and who has been involved? Referees, players, mafia. What other leagues have been involved in this? How do you do it? It's crazy, crazy. Why you would dude is making between $6 and $10 million in salary. He goes on gambling. It just doesn't make any sense. So for all you guys who are Trump haters, thinking about the Trump is going to right, so Trump made them gamble, really? Trump made them gamble. Trump put a gun to their head, made them gamble, and then sent them to prison. Really? That's what we're doing? Y'all need to stop. But more to come in this story. This is just the beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the share notification. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.